Ladies and gentlemen, the Madness Entertainment Group presents Puts the Comic Artist Hour with Les Garner.
Yeah, what's happening?
Another week, another drawing. I am back.
With YouTube, shut up. Okay, I'm with you. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to another edition, the 80th episode of the Comic Artist Hour with the best of the best. Let's see.
We've done this 80 times now. Wow.
What's
crazy. That's crazy. So I'm for those who something good. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I heard something kind of freak out in the background.
It's just making noises. You're right.
So for those who are unaware, I've only done a handful of Kickstarters, and so far they've all succeeded, but the one that definitely succeeded the most has been Brides. And it is incumbent on me to continue the Brides train because it's a 3-part story, and I am beginning to work on part 2. So, as is often the case, when I come back to something like that, I have to sort of refresh my muscle memory on drawing these characters. So and I really haven't stopped drawing Eva that much anyway, so I'm going to do a sketch of Eva looking a little more brutal than she was in the first book, and I hope folks dig it.
All right. Well, can before we get too deep into the actual art, can I show some people something?
Sure, what you got?
I want to show people something. Let me get my camera. It's not good. Okay, I'm gonna change everything. All right, let's see. We gotta have a light screen. Gotta have the full screen. You're gonna like this, Les. You're gonna love this. Are you looking? Are you looking?
Nice.
Are you looking? Yes, indeed.
You finally got your copy of Homestead, I see.
Oh man, I had a little visit with Dirt. A visit with Dirt. Well, Ozzy Claus paid him a visit, and then I had a little visit of my own with him after. We had a great time at Grand Rapids. Dirt was there. My cameraman was so rattled he dropped the camera in the middle of the interview. That's how
funny.
But yeah, I'll give you a little taste. Oh, Sharon's got me so wore out. Sharon has me so wore out.
Ozzy Claus, my man.
How are you doing, Doc? It's good to see you,
Good
my
to
friend.
see you, my friend. Good to see you, man.
It's crazy out here today at Grand Rapids, isn't it? Oh, yeah, we had a blast. But hey, I got something else to show you, Les.
All right. Let's see here. Nice.
Oh, it is the Con Table Edition. I think it says something like that right there. Convention Exclusive Edition. This will only be sold on convention tables. Putting you in front of the people, brother. In front of the real people. Yeah. We can hold it with their hands. Yes.
Good stuff, man. Very beautiful? Good stuff.
Les Garner art on the cover of the Convention Exclusive Edition of Goodbye to Romance. And then we have the other one, the Artist Edition, the Edwin Badillo, the original cover. Right?
Cool.
This is the artist edition for all you guys. You can all get these. Everybody involved in this book can get these at a very, very good discount. Same with the con edition. If you're going to put them on your table, you can get them at a decent discount, make some money. That's the whole point of this. Everybody gets to make money, right? So if you like it, check it out. They're over there on my comic, Goodbye to Romance. Really worth the time to check out, guys. It's good stuff. It really is. There's some amazing art up in there. Amazing. Les did like 5 pieces, and I'm not going to show y'all. You have to buy it to see them. But they are badass, guys. That's one of them. That's just one of them. And there are so many awesome pieces in this book. Dude, I don't know if you saw yesterday, my grandson signed his first Ozzy book.
That's cool.
Terry wanted him to sign her copy, right? So he signed it, and then he's got 2 more people want him to sign their book. So rock and roll.
That's cool, man.
Dude, that's how I walked around the con the other day. I shuffled around like Ozzy, and I was fucking roll. And you look like my daughter Kelly. And
Oh Lord.
Do you know how many anime characters look like Kelly Osbourne, dude?
Plenty.
I was saying that all day long. You look just like my daughter Kelly.
Nice.
Pretty much stayed in character all day except when talking business, you know. But
Cool.
freaking blast, man. And yeah, big things coming on that front too. You know, on the con front, big things coming on that angle too.
Cool.
So be ready, people.
Cool.
Now,
Nice.
you know, go back to this amazing stuff that Les does. Eva, he's drawing Eva again.
I am gonna keep pounding on my girl Eva here because love this character, and I am playing around. I don't always kind of go ham on the face first like that. I usually block out more of the body, but I just kind of got in the mood to get a little bit more in depth on the face as I'm working on it. So, because I'm really wanting to get a certain vibe with her leading into the next book. So she's and for those who haven't necessarily read the first book yet, the sketches and things I do over kind of give away some parts of the story. So, you know, at this point, it's like, well, it's out there. So, you know, spoilers going to happen. You know, for those who don't know, Eva begins this tale as essentially the kind of my take on the classic Bride of Frankenstein. And she's like become aware of vampires and convinced that some of these problems in her life about like she's learning things about how her and her brother Adam, the first Frankenstein monster, they're made up of deceased body parts, right? So those deceased body parts are still decaying, and they don't they have to eventually those body parts, for all the things they can do and for all the strength they have and all this kind of stuff, those body parts will fail. And the thing is, bodies decay in slightly different rates depending on the age or the age of the body that a body part came from, or when it died, things like that. There's all kinds of factors involved, so that she could have the lower half of her right arm decay twice as fast as another body part, for instance. So she's going to have to replace these things. That's one of the things that she kind of figures out, and is why, you know, part of why she thinks that you know, becoming a vampire would actually stop this, because vampires don't decay. And the other big factor for her is that she can't control her emotions, like, at all. And so her rage and her passions and all of these things are just raw, and cause her to fly off and do violent things to people. And she thinks that the vampires are, you know, she sees them as these apex predators who, in order to be successful predators, she deduces that they have to have control. They have to be able to make decisions with control and finesse, and master themselves. And she thinks that becoming one will enable her to do this. So, you know, she's got all these ideas in her head about how to fix her problems. And boy, howdy, is she wrong about most of them. So, but the thing is, she goes down a road for that once you've gone down it, there's no coming back. So, you know, you might ought to have done your homework a little better, lady. And she ends up at the end of the first book in being turned into a vampire, or embraced into vampirism by the brides of Dracula. Thus, why the book is called Brides.
Right.
And so, what their ulterior motive is they've been watching her for a while from a distance, and, you know, they're like, you know, she's this new creature. If she could be one of us, you know, she could help us defeat Dracula and, you know, gain our autonomy and all this kind of stuff. And so they resolve that, you know, when she comes to them, yeah, we'll do it. And they do it. And just like with her, the things that they thought were going to happen are not what happens. Part of it happens. So they're pretty sure that she could beat Dracula if she's made into a vampire. And that battle ensues after Eva is turned, and she does a pretty good job. What they didn't count on is that she has absolutely no interest in sticking around and being their leader or their tool. She has zero interest in any of that. And so Eva kind of takes off into the night with really hardly a clue about what she actually is now. All she knows is that some of her problems kind of got fixed, but most everything just generally got worse. And more than that, her rage and, you know, all of that is just compounded with the bloodlust of needing to feed. So she's like taken off on a rampage, and that's where book number 2 is going to kick in, is her doing her thing in Eastern Europe, being pretty terrible. So, you know, the first book, I mean, she is the protagonist of the entire series. And the first book, you know, she's very tragic female heroine, you know, a female hero character. And the second book, a lot of the book, she is straight up monstrous and is just terrible. So we've done a 6-page little epilogue. that is coming up in an issue of Gasp soon, where you see Eva on her it's not necessarily her first night hunting, but it's early, and it's the whole little epilogue is written from the perspective of Dracula as he is tracking her and following, observing her from a distance, because she did kind of whip his ass, and he's like, I need to know what this thing is. And you get to see her just in this short story. She just trashes this whole, it's like an inn with a tavern attached to it. Just absolutely trashes it. Like this 6-page story is honestly more violent than the entire first book. So yeah, it sets up, some of what's coming for the second issue. And the Bride's short stories that show up in Gasp, there's actually 2 of them. There's that one, and there's another one that I'm working on that I think is going to be a 10-page piece. These will be in Gasp, which is the horror anthology that the Resolute Bliss guys are putting out. So these will show up there first, and the only other place they'll get reprinted is down the line when all of the Brides 1, 2, and 3 are out. These shorts that go in Gasp, when it's all collected together, we'll be putting those in with the big collection.
Let me see
where we're at.
Would you like me to play that trailer, that Gasp trailer?
Sure. I think the Kickstarter is over, but the trailer was good. So we've actually got. Well, go ahead and play it, and then I'll talk some more after you play it.
All right, here we go. A minute of your time to check out something sweet. Oh yeah, looks good.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the work we're doing on Gasp. I think that the whole horror anthology thing is pretty cool, and we've got a lot of interesting stories coming up in there. And working on that book's giving me a chance to draw some stuff outside of what I normally do too, because like that, the story that's kind of the main focus there of Gasp #1 is this thing about the Cherokee Indian mythological figure called Spearfinger. And, it's like, that's not something that was on my radar until they put a script in front of me. So that was kind of a cool thing to do.
Right.
So then the second issue is going to feature a story called The Crimson Canvas that is pretty nifty. We're doing this thing where there are some different horror writers that the publisher is involved with, like novelists and things like that. And so we're taking some of their work and or some of their ideas and short stories and things, and they're having me adapt them to comics. So that's a really interesting sort of exercise for me.
I'm going to be out the room for a minute. Just carry on talking. I'll be right back.
Oh, you go ahead, man. So I'm going to go a little bit saucier with her here than I have in the past. Just a little sauce. Not a whole lot of sauce, you know. Too much sauce is, you know, distasteful. But she'll get a little saucy here. Excuse me. And going to come through here. We got a whole big bunch of cloth to do right here. And that's always fun. So I want her leg to go up here, and the other one's going to come out here. Follow that through there. Follow that one down to there. Okay. Now then, let's see here now. Let's build some volumes. Oh, what is that? Like my third or fourth yawn of the day today. I apologize, everybody. I am super tired right now. We're doing this. Okay. So if any of y'all watching this are going to be in or around Knoxville this coming weekend, Saturday, I'll be showing up to support Resolute Bliss and all the books and things that I have going on with them at Comics Exchange in Knoxville. And also there that day, you know, I mean, I kind of gotta give props to the other folks who are going to be there. We've got who is it? Donnie Coates and Frank Cho. Frank Cho is going to be there, so I'm looking forward to hanging out with Frank a little bit. That'll be fun. So we got Donnie Coates, Frank Cho this Saturday, as well as myself at Comics Exchange in Knoxville. So I'll be heading back over to the Ville.
What day is that?
Saturday. Yep.
Just make a banner about it. Right up there. I'm pretty sure you're talking about Donnie Cates.
Donnie Cates, yeah. Donnie Cates.
Donnie Cates, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be Donnie Cates, Frank Cho. There's somebody else on the bill for the day, and I can't remember who. It was them and me. Donnie Cates, Frank Cho, myself, and somebody else.
And a mystery guest, everybody.
I could probably go find out. Let's see. Comics.
Yeah, Ghost Pepper over on Peel dropping the cookie. Thank you. I'm hungry.
Exchange. November 22nd.
I ended up with another appearance before the end of the year too, Les.
Cool.
That I didn't see coming, but there's a Toys for Tots event at the Hall of Heroes Museum in Elkhart, Indiana, December 13th. And me and the boys are going to go down there and cover it. Man, we're going to have a good time.
Cool.
Kids and toys and Christmas. What else? What else can you ask for, right?
Sounds good. That'd be awesome. Yeah, they got Frank Cho, Clayman from Absolute Batman, Heroes in Crisis, Batman and Catwoman, Donnie Cates, and of course myself. So
yeah, I don't know who Clayman is, but okay. That's a new one. The other two guys I know. That guy I don't know. That just could be because I don't pay attention to mainstream anymore. But, you know.
Yeah, I really kind of don't either. But I've been hearing so much about the Absolute Batman stuff that I've at least like made myself a little familiar with what's up with it. I mean, it's an interesting idea. I'm just like kind of, at that point where I'm like, yeah, it's Batman. I mean, I love Batman, but it's all done to death.
I was reading Donnie Cates stuff, King Thor and the black stuff that was happening with Galactus and Thor and the Surfer. I read some of that, but even then, as good as some of Donnie's stuff is, even that was getting too convoluted. You know what I mean? It's like you can't take all the badasses in the universe and put them in one story and expect people to read anything else. You know what I mean? It's like you just took all your main cells and put them in, basically one storyline, a couple titles, but one storyline. And, it's like you're overshadowing everything else in your stable.
Yeah. Yeah, they do that a lot.
Surfer, Thor, Galactus, all the badasses, we don't put them all in one storyline. It's no. Spread that shit out. There's other badasses that those guys can be messing with. Here you go. King Thor, they made Thor a herald. They ended up fighting Galactus, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I ain't followed that stuff in forever.
That was kind of what chased me away from mainstream was all the crossover, the super mega crossovers and all that shit. And I was just, man, I can't do this. The Asgardian Wars, they crossed over 30 titles or some shit. It's like, man, come on, guys.
They're trying to reach back and I guess get the kind of readership they had when they were able to do that across all the titles back in the 80s, which, when I was a kid, that was kind of cool. But nowadays I'm, just like, no, that's not what I want.
Back then though, they would do like a story. Now it's like, okay, we're going to do this thing, right? We're going to take all the Asgardians and we're going to put them at war with everybody on all the 9 realms. And it's going to cross over 30 different titles. And when you go, you have to buy all these titles to get the whole story. And then you buy this one book and you open it up and there's one panel that has anything to do with that Asgardian story. And now they're ripping you off, right? And you're like, come on, guys.
They were doing that. Like some of my favorite stuff back in the day was really actually part of that kind of thing was the Mutant Massacre stuff in the X-Men. Because the Mutant Massacre ran through like every Marvel book. But
yeah, that's what
they did a good job of it. Like it was actually a coherent story across everything. And that was nice.
And it's funny that this is the way it is with me because the first ever. Wow, that tail's just whipping, huh? Hey, relax, buddy. Relax, buddy, with that tail. Yeah, I know. He's just whipping his tail off everything, man. What's up, Murphy? I think the boys want to go out. They're both down here now. Is that what you want, Brock? You want to go out? No, he's headed for the door. He ain't even talking about it. He just turned around and left. He's like, yeah, that's what I want. Right. I'll be back in a few minutes, man. I'm gonna have to
All right.
serve the puppies. You know, we don't have pets. Pets have us. You know that, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we serve them. That's how this shit works. I'll be right back. Y'all enjoy this wonderful art by my friend Les. You want to say anything, Rock?
Let's see. Where are we going?
You want to say anything? What do you mean? All right. Say something. Yeah, he's still saying it. What? I think he's done really well. All right, let's go.
Super sleepy today. My Wednesday nap time is passing me by. Okay. Don't like that. Stitch that. Bring that in closer to her face. Yeah, there we go. Like that. Like that angle. Good pose, good expression. Excuse me. All right. I'm just going to lay some lines and things in here, and I'll probably go look up some references for cloth draping on a dress like this, because I really like to be kind of on point with that stuff. Here we go. And last but not least, boom, boom, boom. This time of year makes me very drowsy. Pop over in the chat for a second, see who all's here. See if we got any folks talking about things.
All right, I'm back.
Cool. Let's see.
Oh, so my business cards finished their tour of Michigan.
Duh.
They were in Kalamazoo, which is 30 minutes away, on the 12th. They went to Benton Harbor and Grand Rapids and just toured all over southern Michigan. Took them 7 days to get 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Shipping's getting to be trash.
Post office is fucking waste, dude.
Yep.
Wasted federal funding right there. A whole bunch of it.
Yep.
I mean, there's so many distributors in the country, and none of them have the kind of issues the post office does.
Yep. That's definitely a thing.
Oh, yeah, it looks good. Got the Roku logo on there now. The new X, everything.
Oh. I am absolutely drained. I am yawning so much today. Dude, I am so stinking tired. Oh.
Yeah, these were supposed to be here before Grand Rapids coming up.
You flip over here and take a look at what you got.
These business cards, they were supposed to be here before Grand Rapids Comic Con last weekend. And, they were 30 minutes away on Tuesday. They still weren't here in time for the con, and they only just now arrived on Wednesday the following week.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's trash.
So I couldn't give out any current business cards over the weekend or anything, so that kind of sucked, but
Let's see here now. I really need to put a body laying in front of her here. So come in here and block in some other bodies. I think that's what this is going to turn into. It's just a shot of Eva amidst her carnage. Yeah, I'll spend some more time on this one. I think this is going to turn into something kind of cool.
Most of what you do turns into something kind of cool. Just
appreciate that. We've got some things coming at Resolute Bliss with some books that I'm going to be working on, and we got some people getting lined up to do covers for us on some things that I think are going to be real showstoppers. So that'll be cool.
You know me, I'm always looking forward to whatever you're doing.
Let's see here now. Didn't intend to turn this into such a big involved piece today, but it's kind of doing that because, you know, we're going to lean into. I'm curious to see how it does because we did, you know, the initial book of Brides did really well on Kickstarter, and I didn't really lean into the hard horror side of it all that deep. I kept it pretty, you know, above board on most things, and because I wanted to build up with the characters and things before we really got into the stuff that's going to get violent, and I'll be curious to see how that goes over. Don't like that. Let's see. I know what I was trying to do there. I was trying to make her snarl. I need to tweak that out a little bit. There we go. So then let's do a little shape over here. It's going to be kind of a mound of bodies. And then start the killing. I might have to go to sleep after this. I'm like sitting here literally nodding off while I draw. Like I have done that before. I've been sitting here drawing and like nodded off and my hand's still going. Yeah, I like that. Let's put a head right in here. I want to go that route with it. Yeah, that'll make for a really interesting shot when this person right here has their arm up here and kind of going under hers. Oh. Let's see now. Here, there, boom. More bodies. This is going to be so terrible. Yeah. There's a couple of pages in Gasp #1 where I had to draw a couple of big piles of bodies. It's kind of wild. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to be twiddling on this one for a while. It's definitely going to be one of those pieces that has grown beyond its original scope. But I think it'll be worth it. Actually, looking at it, I may end up turning this into a painting. I think it'll make a really, really crazy painting. Let's see. Situated here. Yeah, I didn't really care if I angled her foot there anyway. Let's come in here and fix that up a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll come back in here and play with this a little bit. All right. So, got anybody hanging out with us today?
I don't know. Dealing with the shipping issue.
Ooh. Let's see who's watching live. We've got 12 people from Critical Blast. Nemesis FC2. What is that? There's Reggie. Yo, Reg. What's up, man? Whew. It's a wild one today. Let's see. So I need to go look up some clothing references for people from Eastern Europe from the late or mid 1800s. That's a big thing. It's going to kind of bog me down a little bit on this. Eva's Carnage. All right. Well, let's see who we got hanging out. How you doing today, Reggie? I keep sipping on my tea and hope I get to feeling a little bit better. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I'm just trying to figure out the postage of this box that I got to send to Carrie. This box is pretty beefy right now.
Use Pirate Ship for that.
Well, go to RJ. I'm like, what's the cheapest way? What's the cheapest way? Cheapest way? What's it gonna cost? And he's a 5-pound package to the UK is probably gonna cost. I mean, he said it's a crapshoot. If you break it down to 2 packages under 4 pounds, it's gonna be $75.
Mm-hmm.
And if you try to put it all in one box, who knows? It could go up. It could go. You know what I mean? It could be a bad idea. It could cost even more. So I'm sitting here thinking I'm going to put all of her comics in one box and ship that, and then the other stuff I'll put in a separate box. Find out what that's going to cost. It's like, wow, I didn't realize they was going to hit us that much.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So now I had to do a whole different thing of what I was going to do. I had to switch out that box, make 2 smaller boxes.
Well, I just noticed a post elsewhere from a young man who I've kind of watched come along, a young man named Nathan Lawson. He's been posting some really nice pieces of artwork lately for a book that he does called Nullified. It's his own thing, and it's really really nice to see him come along like he has, and his work's just grown. And man, if y'all look that up sometime, just I think you can probably find it just by Googling it. Look up a book called Nullified from a kid named Nathan Lawson. I say kid, I think he's like 30 now, but you know, it's really good looking stuff. Let's see, Acres of Movies. Thanks, y'all. And I apologize to y'all. I'm actually not feeling so great today. I'm not my usual, spry and lively self. But I think this is going to turn into a pretty good piece of artwork. I know the wifey poo has had a bit of a cold for the last week or so, and I think I'm finally starting to catch it just in time for me to have to carry it to Knoxville with me this weekend. Yep. So y'all got any questions or commentary you'd like to pop off here before I'm going to ask Pops to take us on out a couple of minutes early today, because I'm really feeling like garbage, but I'll happily answer a couple of questions before we move on.
You can roll out. You ain't leaving it. You can roll out.
I couldn't hear you, man.
I said, if you want to roll out, we can roll out. That ain't a problem.
Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to keep my eyes open, man. I'm feeling pretty terrible, but happy to be able to toss off a sketch for a piece like this, even when I'm feeling bad. That makes it a little better. So, but folks, I'm going to pass this on over to Pops to take us out, play some spots and things. And, I'll see y'all next week. Hopefully I'm feeling a whole lot better. So we'll catch you next week in the Thanksgiving show. So,
dang, I forgot about that. Yeah, I guess we're going to have a Thanksgiving show next week.
Yep. I'm going to try to have something funny planned out for it. So,
all right. Y'all have a great day. We will see you again soon. Peace.
Later, y'all.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye, everybody.
In a world where sequels and prequels and derivative slop rule the TV and movie landscape, one magazine dares to make fun of them all. One mag to roast them all. One mag to troll them. One mag to break their balls. And in the ratings, roll them.
Cut!
If you missed the live viewing of any Madness Entertainment Group production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. We'll see you next time on the Madness Entertainment Group.